Neil, I suppose the one talking point, the sending off.
I think that's the only talking point, you know. How he can give a sending off for that is absolutely beyond me. You know, I'm standing next to the linesman. Linesman's told him it's a caution. He's looking right across the line like we are. But the official believes it's a sending off. He must have been the only person in the ground he thought it was sending off. Spoke to the fourth official. He said the same as me. Linesman's told him it's a caution. He's looking right at it because that's where I am. That's how far away it was. And to make a decision like that, you've got to be 100% sure that that's a sending off. And you know, he didn't even give a free kick at the outset. He would grapple him for about, what seemed about 5 or 6 seconds before he decided it was a foul. And then, you know, I don't know where he got that decision from. But again, you know, we talk about officials. I can moan and groan all day, and you know, again, why can't they make decisions for themselves? You know, there's some there that the linesman's given that the referee's closer to, and we can talk about officials. I just wish, you know, instead of looking at managers and looking at and technical areas of and bringing all these rules and regulations in, you know, there's a necessity today that the referee needs to be told, you know, and how bad a game he's had, you know, not just in terms of that decision, but just his general decision making throughout the game, even bookings for both sides, just ridiculous. You know, free kick, lets them take it again, and he score from the retake, and that costs you games. But when you're down there, people think you're looking for excuses.
Have you had a word with the referee?
He won't speak. You know, he decides that he's always out there strutting around, but he decides that, you know, he doesn't want to speak. But what can you do? What can you do? It's frustrating. You know, if you look at the last 3 results in the league, we've had a handball at Nuneaton, a penalty we probably should have got against Luton, and that ridiculous decision here today. But when you're down there, these things happen. It's how you bounce back. It's getting harder to tell you.
And then, of course, straight away, or virtually straight away, they score with the free kick. Williams, I think it was Williams, was adjudged to handle the first free kick. No, the second one.
Apparently, give the first one for encroachment. Apparently, to give the retake for encroachment, which I find absolutely bizarre. They've shifted the ball, so I don't know. I mean, everyone's been here today, 1,700 people or what it was, and you know, they can't believe, we can't believe the decisions that he's come to. There was balls going out of play, blatantly kicked out, and he was giving it to the opposite way. But you know, as I say, when you're down there, people think you're looking for excuses.
You're naturally critical after last week's performance against Barrow, particularly in the second half. What's your overall view, taking away the sort of red card decision of today's performance?
Well, it's difficult to make a judgment, isn't it? I thought the lads worked solidly, you know, for 90 minutes, worked hard, looked to get on the football, looked to pass it, you know, and second half I thought we put in a good performance. We're frustrated by the second goal because that should not have been, you know, we should have been able to block that. There was enough times you could have got out and closed the ball. And who knows, you know, going into the last 10 or 15 minutes, if it's 1-0, and, you know, we were getting out a little bit, and don't forget we had 10 men for probably, 70 minutes of the game. You know, and I thought, you know, John Rooney, Lewis Turner in particular, you know, give us something. But, you know, as I say, when you're down there, it's difficult. And, you know, we've got a lot of injuries, you know, and, for a small squad like ours, to have 6 or 7 players, and, you know, be naming 6 or 7, you'll probably be saying 5 or 6 of them would definitely be playing. And, you know, it's difficult, but people don't want excuses, people want results. I understand that, and unfortunately we haven't been able to give it them today. And 2 of the club's youngsters played or involved today at some point? Yeah, it was just a pity, you know, we had to take Sean off, but we decided at half time, well, we decided as soon as the sending off that we're going to go 2 up front and try and win the game, or try and get something out of the game. And I thought it worked, you know, quite well. 3 lads in midfield worked hard. Lewis Turner, as I say, very good, you know, at right back. But it's difficult, isn't it? You know, I can stand here and make excuses, and you know, but all people want is results, and you know, unfortunately, due to a refereeing decision, we'll never know what the result could have been. And of course, the old story, I'm afraid, as well. I mean, I sound like an old record here. No goals in the credit account. No goals, you know, but again, it's difficult to judge in terms of what we could have brought to the game, because of, you know, the sending off. We couldn't really get. We had a few opportunities second half to get chances. Yeah, Reed's header, and you know, we've got plenty of balls coming in the box, which we haven't done in the past. It's just strange that we go down to 10 men before we go and do that. But as I say, you know, we need to get some key players back fit to boost the squad, in particular forward areas, you know. But you know, we just keep going. Is it a blessing that you haven't got a game next Saturday? I think so now, yeah. You know, we need to get some players fit if we can. You know, and we just need to come away from it. That dressing room's very down in terms of confidence, and you know, we had a real good week's training, and we'd worked hard on our way we were going to play, and that was destroyed in 20-25 minutes. Neil, thanks for talking. Thank you. Cheers.